Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing this word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. This is Brother Ariel coming at you with another lesson. And real quick, man, I was watching the movie Contagion the other day. And as I'm watching the movie, the dude that Lawrence Fishburne, whoever he plays, the doctor, he's talking to another doctor on the phone. And he's asking her, you know, is she getting any rest? Is she sleeping? And then he asks her, you know, what has she eaten besides eating out of a vending machine? And what she said was Taco Bell, you know? And it lets you know there's no coincidences, man. You know? This has been planned for a long time. That came out 15 years ago. So it's like, it's predictive programming, you know? And this thing may go away as far as the explosive diarrhea, you know. It may go away, or it may not. But, I mean, even regular people can see that we're under attack right now, you know, and they're using the food as a weapon, man. That's what they're doing, you know. They've been planning this for a long time. Don't ever forget the Georgia Guidestones. Right? Don't leave humanity under 500 million. That's what they want. You know, there's 8.5 billion people out here, man. They want to eradicate so many people. And they'll be able to do it through a famine. You know, I don't want to give this man no credit because the Lord said there's going to be a famine. Okay? A famine of the word and a famine of bread. Okay? So people are going to be out here starving to death real soon, you know. And the other video I played is, well, I ain't played yet because I'm playing this first, but it's talking about cannibalism, you know, and what, and how these people are sick, man, you know. He who is not good to himself, to whom will he do good? You know? That scripture comes out like a motherfucker, man. It really does. Because they're not even good to themselves. So how are we going to expect for the wicked to be good to us, man? You know? And that clip that I'm going to play after this is eye-opening. It shows you the true nature of what we're dealing with. And who we're dealing with, you know? But yeah, check the movie out, Contagion, if you haven't seen it. Or if you did seen it, you'll see what I'm talking about, man. You know, predictive programming.
Might seem kind of gruesome, and kind of is. I'm going to give you a little background of what got me to this position to run this bill. Back in 2019, I heard that Washington State was starting to do human composting, and that disturbed me. I wanted to address this because what I didn't want to see is bags of compost with human bone fragments. I want to stop it getting into the human food supply. I was on a plane this summer, watched a video of some food show, and the three contestants tasted the food and they had to guess what was in it. It was some kind of a sausage. And one of the options they told these people that was in the food was human flesh.
Can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in the sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Are those really the 3 ingredients?
Yeah, fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Is this...
Is that problem?
Is it?
And that's just that there's a stigma surrounding this.
We're clear, we're good. We will clear it. We're good. Go on, Brian, please.
All right. Thank you, Kith. Thank you very much. All right, Joe. Fish liver, shark, or human flesh?
God help you, it better be shark.
All right, 2, what do you think it's going to be?
Shark too.
Shark?
The liver is like too obvious, and I don't think it's human flesh, so I think it's shark.
Chef Keith, can you tell us what is the secret ingredient in this dish?
Yes, I'm afraid you're both wrong. It is human flesh.
No. No.
Whoa.
That's not okay. That's
No,
not all right.
you know,
The way our society's going and the direction we're going, this is going to be normalized. There's only one state in the union that it is illegal, cannibalism is illegal, and that is Idaho.
Get it now? Do y'all get it now? Do y'all get it now? We can't win. We can't. I don't even know what to eat no more. I just had the first thing I've eaten in the past day and a half, 2 days. And it was the old roll from Texas Roadhouse that I had 2 weeks ago. Nothing is safe. We can't eat the meat. We can't buy the meat. The vegetables, the produce that's supposed to be from the earth, we can't eat that unless you grow it. We can't eat the processed food. It'll give us cancer. We can't drink the water out of the water bottles because of microplastics. I just want to know at what point are y'all gonna get tired? Because I'm fucking I'm hungry.
Yeah, this is Sirach. Well, not Sirach. This is Ecclesiastes 10, and I'll start at 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place, and we are the rich, and we sit in a low place right now, man. I have seen servants upon horses. Okay, that's talking about who's ruling over us right now. They're servants, man. But they sit on horses, which the horse represents power. They have that power right now. You know, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Right? He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him. You know? And we're under subjection to rules of them right now. It's part of the curses. You know? He shall be the lender, and you shall be the borrower. You know? Let me see. I don't want to. Yes, in Deuteronomy 28, what I'm speaking of. You know? And we got to ask this man for everything. For clothing, for food, for water, for whatever. A place to live. You know, whatever it is that we need, we got to ask this man for. You know? That's because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know? It's plain to see. And this is what happens when the earth is run or ruled by wickedness, man. Just while we're going through what we're going through right now. This is a punishment, you know, from the Lord. You know? And you see what type of positions this man will put you in, man. You know, this chick scared to eat. You know, we don't know what we eating. You know, when we find out in the kingdom, we going to have knowledge of all things. We going to whoop their ass, man. You know? Because this devil is sick, and people got to start realizing what they're dealing with, man. This man is very sick and demented in the mind, man, and will do anything. Don't put anything past him. Okay? It says, verse 16, woe to the land, to thee, O land, and woe means death and destruction, when thy king is a child and thy princes eat in the morning. You know, so our kings, which are the top ranking families, the Edomites. They're children, man, running the earth. This is why this smog in the air is polluted. This is why the food is messed up. This is why even the clothing that we wear is killing us, you know, due to different dyes and all that. And we're supposed to be wearing linen, you know, because that works best with the body, you know, as far as the body's electrical field, I believe, you know. This man is mixing fabrics, cotton and polyester, and all that is not good for the body, man. You know, you got animals turning gay, you know, because of the chemicals that he's putting in the food. You know, everything is backwards, man, because this man's in rule. You know, Proverbs, man, Proverbs 29. Salakia. It says, he that being often reproved hardeneth his neck, and shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. This is my point. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. You know? And that's what's going on right now. People are mourning, man. You know? Oh, I can't pay these bills. It's hard for me to keep a roof over my head. Damn. I go in the grocery store and one bag is costing me almost $100. You know, I'm going to fill up my tank at the gas station. I'm spending this much and this. That's just, I'm spending too much money, man. People are mourning right now, man, because of how the conditions that this man is putting on everyone, man. You know, but in the kingdom, everyone's gonna rejoice because this world, the whole world, will be run in righteousness, man. It'll be run in righteousness. Won't be any more tyranny. There won't be anyone trying to, get over on you or no bullshit like that, man. You know, people are truly gonna rejoice when we are in rule, man, under Yahweh Shai and King David, man. You know, the world is going to go back to a natural order, man. Everything's going to be put back in its place, man. Everything. You know, even the food we eat now don't taste the way that it should because this man has made so many, strains of this and put so many chemicals on that. It don't taste good, man. You know, we'll be able to eat a fruit without any pesticides or bullshit on it, man. You know? And taste it for what it really is, man. How it really tastes, man. I mean, that's just one thing in the kingdom that we will experience. But on this side right here, yeah, it's going to get worse before it get better. You know? It says here in Ezekiel 4:13, man. Ezekiel 4:13. It says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. Yes, so everything that we eat is defiled. This is why we pray over everything we eat, man, because we don't know what's in it, man. We don't know what is in the food, man. That's why we pray to the Lord before we eat, man. You know? Because the food is defiled, man. It is defiled. And you just seen the dude, no one believed it was human flesh. Everybody said it was either a cow liver or I forgot the third option. But everyone said either one of those because it can't be human flesh. And that's exactly what was there in it, man. In the food they were eating. Human flesh. You know? They don't care, man. They don't care. They've been feeding people human flesh, man. They've been doing that. You know, people are getting wind like, how come no new cemeteries are being built? Because that they feeding us dead people, man. You know, you can't go and eat nothing healthy because if you do, you still gonna be killing yourself. This is why we need Yahweh Shai, man. This is why this world need a reset. Because everywhere you turn is something new, man. It's all because of these people are in rule, man. This is why it's so bad. You know? Salaki, I want Ecclesiastes one more time, chapter 7. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to get Ecclesiastes chapter 7 real quick. Let me get, let me see. Salaki, let me just read this, 2 through 5. It says, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. You know, the mind is made stronger. You know, we meant to suffer on this side, man. You know, this is why you gotta learn to love to suffer. And I really didn't understand that when Apostle Ramlab had said it a couple of years back, when he said that Apostle Tahar told him and Apostle Gabar that they need to learn that, man. You gotta learn to love to suffer, man. Because if you don't, you're going to go crazy, man. You have to know that you're gonna suffer on this side, man. You know, you ain't gonna be skipping down the street singing, singing songs and all that, man. That's not what this life is about. It's about punishment, man. The Lord is punishing us right now for turning our backs on Him and serving other gods that have no power, man. There's only one in true living power, man. Power meaning God. It's Yahweh, man. That's it. So on this side, we gotta learn to love to suffer because that's what we've been doing our whole lives is suffering, and that's what's gonna continue to happen. It's gonna intensify, man, and get worse. You know, so that's just one more thing we gotta prepare ourselves for, man. Suffering. Okay. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Right? We in the house of mourning right now, man. Because look at this shit that's going on, man. But you got a lot of people out there that's in the house of mirth, that's out here partying and, jumping around, drinking and, having sex with whoever. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Having sex with whoever and, just looking to have fun and looking to pleasure their flesh, man. That's all they worried about. And they're in the house of feasting, but we are in the house of mourning, man, because we know what's going to come. We know what's coming. Let me see. me read 9. Well, 8 and 9. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So we have to end this thing now, man. You know? We're not at the beginning, we got the end. So better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. You know? That's why we're learning to be more patient, and we're waiting, man. Waiting on a miracle. Because we're going to need it. We're going to need it from the Lord, man. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. Right? So don't let your anger overtake you, man. Even though you know what's going on, what they're doing, right? Yeah, of course it's like, yo, this is some bullshit, but, you know, you can't let your anger overtake you, man. Always remember, this is a punishment from the Lord, man. Always remember that. You know, take your punishment like a man. You know? Take your punishment like a man. Right? Salakia. Let me get one more in Ecclesiastes. Man. I believe it's one. It says, and I gave my heart to know wisdom. It's Ecclesiastes 1 and 8, 17, 18. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this is also vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. You know, this is why you're feeling the way you feel inwardly, man. Because you're learning all these things. You're learning the truth, man. And while you're learning the truth, you seeing what you up against. And you seeing what this maniac is out here really doing, man. You know? So you got that blindfold taken off of your eyes, man. That veil is lifted off of your eyes, and you can see now, man. And you see everything for what it is. And I mean, it'll kind of fuck with you a little bit, man. It will, but don't let it. You know, don't let it, because these things are meant to happen. This is how the world is run right now. You know, and we got to move accordingly, man. We have to move accordingly, and just let it, you know, let this shit take its course, man. Because we not in the driver's seat, man. We in the passenger seat. So we just gotta chill and look out the window, man, and take the scenery for what it is, bro. For real, man. You know, because we living in the land right now where, you know, it speaks of this in Isaiah. I'll just read it. Isaiah 5 and 20. It says, woe to them, Isaiah 5 and verse 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Right? Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Right? So this is why we're going to be persecuted, because we're bringing out things that are good. But it's going to be called evil. You know? If you try to, in this world, in order to get ahead, you got to do evil shit, man. If you do anything else than that, you're not going to progress in this world, man. You know? This world is evil, man. It is. But once again, death and destruction are going to come to those that love evil, man. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You know? And that's exactly what's going on here nowadays, man. You know, the people are choosing their sides right now. You know, and majority of people are choosing the bitter side, the evil side, because they know that's what they need to do to, to advance, on this earth, man. And people are taking they're likening, you know, they're taking a liking, Salakia, to the darkness of this world, man. They love the darkness, man. They do. So when we out and about in the world, we stand out because we ain't on the side of darkness, man. You know, we don't promote that. We don't push that. We don't live that, man. You know, and people can see it. People, believe it or not, people can see it, man. They see the light in you. This is why, you get, bullshit from, or catch bullshit from a lot of people, man. This is why people don't like you, man. This is why you get treated the way you do. Because we in the spiritual war, man. There's a lot of demons out there. For real. I'm going to read this last one. But yeah, man, it's important, man. Pray over your food, man. Pray over your food. Second Edwards 2 and 27, 28. Something comforting because, the Lord got us, man. It looked like it's getting tough right now. We going down to the final countdown. And it looks like, there's no way out, man. But the Lord got us, man. Just keep that in mind. At 27 and 28, second Esdras, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. We come into that time where people ain't going to have shit. And the Lord is going to take care of his people, man. The ones that fear him, the ones that call upon him, the ones that trust in him, the ones that were patient and waited on him and didn't make haste in the time of trouble, man. The Lord is going to make sure that his people are good, man. The people that, like I just said, or that trust in him, man. He going to make sure they're good, man. The heathen shall envy thee. They going to see us chilling, having clean water to drink and food, and they ain't going to have shit. And they ain't going to be able to touch us neither, man. They're not going to be able to touch us, If you read Isaiah, the 4th chapter, it speaks of just how a chariot followed them out of Egypt to give them shade by day and the light by night, and protection. The same thing's going to happen, man. The chariots, the angels, which are our brothers, are going to protect us in that day, man. So it says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord, man. The brother Ishayaba brought this out the other day in the chat. It was so comforting to me, man. It was so comforting. There's nothing to worry about, man. There's nothing to worry about, man. The Lord got us. This devil is doing what he's doing right now. And we're going to have to just bear it, bro, and go through it. And know that it's not going to get any easier at first until the Lord intervenes, man. We don't know when that's going to be, but we know it's coming. So we just got to hold on tight, because it's going to be a wild ride, man. You know? But I just wanted to bring it out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to say shalom to the next one.